Alright guys, in this video we're going to be beating Hollow Knight Dashless, hopefully. So yeah, that's pretty cool. We're just going to be seeing how far we can get. So yeah, that'll be fun. I'm using one glitch, I think, and we're not going to try to get true ending. We're just going to be aiming for, what's it called? Just for beating the game in any capacity. Which I think easiest way will be by beating the Hollow Knight. Okay. I think Geo will probably be kind of important. So I want that. Oops. So I'm playing with QOL mod on, so I'm not on 1221, I'm just using QOL so I can do inventory drops, which will be important to the glitch that I'll be doing later. Of course, I'm not evil, so gotta talk to Elderbug. Alright, now we head over to the Forgotten Crossroads. So this will be a fun part of the run. Ow. That was annoying. Okay. So this is going to be the place where one of the bigger glitches comes in. And we're gonna have some important stuff later on with the room down and to the left of here. No spoilers though. Alright, let me just heal up real quick. And off we go. Okay. I don't think we'll be able to activate this stag station. But let's check. No, we don't have it. Okay. So here we go. Some cool stuff will happen soon, hopefully. So yeah, I have previously attempted this challenge, but I did it in a way that I feel like wasn't good for a YouTube video, which is just, essentially all I did was just use that one glitch over and over to avoid having to use dash, but instead we're going to be we're going to be using different kinds of glitches and stuff, or not glitches, but different kinds of skips to avoid using dash. There might be some necessary ones, and if people like this video, I might go back and do it like Dream No More ending, or whatever it's called. The one where we kill Radiance. Ow. That was annoying. Okay. Next thing. Okay, so we have to now kill the False Knight. I think we're gonna fully kill him, although I don't know. So City Crest, well actually City Crest could be helpful once we get Crystal Dash, then we can Crystal Dash across the parkour section in Fungal Wastes to get straight to the City of Tears through the front entrance. So we'll keep that in mind, so we'll full kill False Knight. Alright, and there we go. That's False Knight down for the count. Then we get City Crust. And the interesting part where this really deviates from any normal playthrough of Hollow Knight is coming up very near, so hopefully I do this right, or else I will just have to either restart the run or use a different way to do the glitch. Okay, here we go. So we talk to this dude. And we're gonna have to, oops, missed that. And there we go, it worked. So now we walk out of here, and you can see we are invisible right now. We have to make it all the way to Fungal Wastes while being invisible and no gravity. Well, sort of gravity, but to trigger it, we need to hit an arched thing. Now, I don't know, YouTube compression might be making this really unwatchable for you guys, but you can see sort of the footstep markings, and that is, of course, where I am. So yeah, but YouTube compression is kind of crazy sometimes, so I don't know. Okay. Luckily, soon you won't have to deal with invisible. We'll just have to be dealing with still floating. Okay, so now we're visible again. And we can see how this glitch is really working. Okay, so what we need to do is make it all the way down the Fungal Wastes. Or not all the way, because that would be very difficult, or at least very time consuming. But yeah. And there it is. So now we have gotten to this room where we're just gonna rest. So now we've made it into Fungal Wastes without ever touching the ground. I mean, no, stupid me. Without ever obtaining dash. And now we've just, I guess, re-enabled gravity. So, you know, that's nice. At the moment, we do not have any access to, gosh, I'm forgetting so much. Okay. Right now we have no access to Vengeful Spirit. You can see all we have is focus, because even though we did that glitch by picking up focus, it doesn't actually register that the focus into your, it doesn't actually register Vengeful Spirit into your inventory until that animation finishes and you've been teleported to that place. So we're gonna have to do E-Pogo, which I have done before. So that's good. Yeah, we're not going to be talking to Cloth right now. There's Hornet, who we have not seen at all until now. So that's a little funny. Okay, I did that wrong. Okay. Yeah, so I have done it before, but I do remember it being a little bit difficult. I might have to downgrade to 1221. I don't know if... Oh, no, it is, in fact, unpatched. Okay. There we go. Okay. Second try, or third try. Not too bad. Okay, now we need to do... Now what we need to do is obtain dash without dashing. What? We need to obtain dash without... I cannot speak today. We need to obtain dash without even... Oh my gosh. We need to obtain Mantis Claw without dashing. I don't know what's so difficult to say in that, but I guess I'm just an idiot. Okay. Okay, maybe if we go from this side, we can kind of herd it into... Nope. Come on. Okay, and now we want to herd this guy. So they're gonna both come over here and just kind of help me get up. Ow. Okay. This is not going well. And there it is. So now yes. Alright, and there we go. That's Mantis Claw. Alright, so there's wall jump. So I'm thinking next place we could go is actually so yeah, next place we could go is actually Green Path and just see what we can do there, other than of course Dash, since that's kind of off limits for now, or for not for now, for literally all of this run. Alright, here we go. To be frank with you, what did he just say? To be honest, I have no idea why I came here. Literally no idea why I just did that. Okay, I kind of knew this would happen, but like I forgot that you can't just kind of jump. So I was expecting it to be all fine. I'm just gonna try to find a way out of here. Okay. Seems like crisis averted, I guess. Right? Yep. Okay. Cool. That would have been real bad if you had to dash. So we're all good. Thought it would be bad, but it's actually all fine. Okay, so apparently I'm just absolutely terrible at this game. I might actually just die. Okay. Why not? Purchase a map. Forgot I did the objective for this area, so I can't. Okay, so this is kind of tight, but it's makeable. Now, if it weren't for the fact that I have wall jump right now, it'd be terrible that I just did this, but since I do have wall jump, it's absolutely good. It's fine. So now what we can do is we can just buy this real quick, because why not? And let's just go into green path. Okay, so things we can do in green path. First of all, we can do the moss charger. Since that's near the bottom of green path, so we'll be like right there. So I think why not just get that out of the way. But yeah, so reasons I'm not going to try to do true ending for now. Well, no, I think it's just genuinely impossible. Like, I don't think I'm going to be able to do it no matter what I do because of the the shadow dash. And also, White Palace without dash sounds absolutely miserable. Okay. So, only way I die on this fight is if I'm just like being too aggressive and playing like I have dash. Except I don't. This is a very low stakes boss fight. I can just kind of chill. Boom. Alright, so there's that fight done. And we get with it a ton of money. So that's a benefit of doing massive moss charger. I think next thing we're gonna do is just like probably okay, lantern could be good. Only problem is how in the heck do we get the lantern? But once we do get the lantern, it'll be very nice. Because that accesses Crystal Heart, and then with Crystal Heart we can do easy city access, and we can get Dream Nail. Or I wonder, could we get Dream Nail and thus, no, because from Dream Nail, the way, yes, okay, so we could do Crystal Heart to get Dream Nail and Right City. So there are advantages to that. So I think, yeah, so our next objective is just get more than 1,000 Geo. I think grubs would be a good idea, and we can, no, I was gonna say we can do, like, relics, but then I remember the only way to get money from a relic is to sell it to Lem, so that's off the table until we actually get the city. And I think those are like the only viable ways to get, I think the only viable way into Crystal Peak is just getting, 1800 Geo and buying the Lumafly Lantern. So next thing we'll do, probably like get back to, we won't be able to walk straight into Dirtmouth, or not Dirtmouth. We won't be able to walk straight to Forgotten Crossroads because the Balder still is alive. So we need to, and I don't think there's a way to kill the Balder from behind. So, and since we don't have Vengeful Spirit, there's definitely no way. So we'll just have to get Green Path Stag for that to work. So I don't think I'm able to just use wall jump. No, I'm not. I'm definitely not. Oops. I just fell a tad bit. Is it just me, or like when I was climbing? Oh my gosh. There's no way I died to this guy, right? Okay, we're just gonna ignore the fact that I just almost died to one of those. Like, there's no way that I have like 112% and I'm doing this. Ooh, we could get to King's Pass and Dirtmouth from from the Green Path and Dirtmouth thing. I wonder if P5 ending is possible, Dashless. Oh, interesting, because I got Mantis Claw, Zote is just dead already. I'd have to have used, I think, a different item to... Okay, Walk of Shame completed. Yeah, so apparently these things are my literal kryptonite. Hopefully I don't have to do any more walks of shame. I'm just gonna bench real quick. That way, at least if I have to do another walk of shame, it'll be a short one. Okay. There we go. So there's that done. Okay. First of all, we're just gonna buy this stag because it'll probably come in handy later at some point. There we go. But right now, we're actually not gonna use that. We're gonna see what we can do in terms of getting to Howling Cliffs. And then, okay, let's see. Ooh, I know. Immediately I'm thinking I know a way to get some geo from this area. That would be this thing there. Okay, let's see what we can do in terms of getting back. There we go. And then we can get this. Nope, this is not viable for geo. I just realized that will be impossible because I have no way to kill those things. But in a bit we can do that. So we'll do dirt mouth. So things we'll do soon. Okay, so first of all we are gonna fight Grub's mother to free Sly and get him into dirt mouth. Then we are going to get some money so we can fight Brooding Moloch, and yeah, just in case we're in a pinch later on, we'll go ahead and pick up that Hallowness seal. We can also get money from the grubs that I've freed. I just remembered that too. Okay, so Grub's mother, actually pick up a Vengeful Spirit and get grubs and kill Brooding Moloch. That should get us a good amount of progress. Oh, and then go back to Green Path to do the thing I was about to do. But yeah, the pacing is a little slower because, you know, I don't have dash. So there's not as much, just like ability to just like move fast. But whatever. I guess that's the price you pay for trying to beat this game without using dash. Okay, pretty simple there. Now it might be possible actually to do a shade skip here and completely skip all of this geo grinding. So I'll experiment with that in a bit, but for now I'm just gonna be releasing Sly. Okay, now let's see. Can we do a shade skip to avoid all of this hassle? Probably required. Yes, okay, there we go. Now we just have to swim. Alright, there we go. We have we've swam across the lake. Now we just, oh my gosh. Man, could you imagine if after all of that you had to like dash to get across that gap? Oh yeah, by the way, I'm playing on a Nintendo controller. Okay, so I think, so will we need essence very much? I don't even think we'll need essence like barely, pretty much at all. Unless there's like a use of essence that I'm forgetting about. Because I think it's mainly used for like true ending, which we've already discussed, like that's not possible. But yeah, I guess if we wanted to do like true, or if we wanted to do Pantheon 5 ending, then we would need to do that. So yeah, because like we need to get every boss, and I think if I'm remembering correctly, you need like 1800 essence to get into Godhome in the first place. Alright, there we go. There's what, 100 essence already? Okay. We're gonna get, let's see, we're gonna get, Stag for this, and then we're gonna unlock City. And then from City we can do stuff like Coliseum, so then we can get that Gia way faster. Alright. Let's see what we can do. Okay, so clearly we're not ready to fight that guy. We're able to fight that guy though, that's for sure. Cool. Just had to make sure that I have been recording this whole time. So here's City of Tears. Specifically right half, but since we have right half, we also have left half. Nope, wrong direction. Elevator. Oh, okay. I guess Hollownest's economy is terrible because 300 geo for a stag station is just wild. Ooh, we can do the golden husk or whatever it's called. That'll get us some good geo. Wait, what am I doing? Why am I doing this right now? Okay. Nice job, dude. Alright, and hornet jump scare. Let's go ahead and do a bit of that. Alright, there's that. There's that. So it's taken quite a while, but we finally collected Vengeful Spirit. Isn't that a weird thing about this run? Okay. Just had a fun idea. You can wall jump off the back of him. Alright, here we go. Next step, we're gonna go ahead and unlock, or no, what we're gonna do next is kill Brooding Moloch. Okay, apparently,
Apparently, sometimes I don't watch the news because I'm a kid, and apparently Grandpa just gives me.
Yeah. There we go. And okay, not a ton of geo, but it's something. We can go ahead and get all the rest of the geo in this area. And then we'll be set. I mean, all the other grubs in this area. And then we'll be set. We should get another mask shard, and then we can get stuff from Sly. We can get a mask shard from Sly. I think 2 actually. So then we can have a 6th heart before we go and do stuff in the city. Alright, ooh, we could actually, here, what I might end up actually doing is, getting in through, from just using Desolate Dive. Also, I was coming over here for the grub and then completely forgot what I was doing and just kept going. But I could use Desolate Dive actually, which is in the city, which I have access to. So that might end up be what we do. We might even, no. Okay, now we go ahead and lure this guy over. Right here. Alright, there's a mask shard down. Alright. Okay. What we're gonna do is we are going to get to the stag station, and from the stag station we are going to go to the city. Ow. And then, yeah, so once we get over here, we'll do Soul Sanctum. Here we go. there that is. And now we're Soul Sanctum. Oh my god. Who knew the hardest part of this whole run was getting into Soul Sanctum? Just jumping in. Alright, there we go. Now we're just fighting Soul Master. This is not Soul Master. I mean Soul Warrior. Alright, and there we go. Now it's time to fight Soul Master. If I'm remembering correctly, this is a pretty easy boss fight. So, shouldn't take too long. Alright, there it is. Oh, just got that on like the first possible frame, I think. Alright, so that's Desolate Dive there. Alright, time to go get Crystal Heart, I guess. Yeah. Alright. Here we go. Wrong way. Alright, I think once I get Crystal Heart, I'm going to end this episode. Then I'm going to edit it, post it to YouTube, and then that's what you're watching right now. And then I'm going to go and then play some more to make episode 2. So that'll be cool. And if I make episode 2 this length, then it'll probably be the same length. Or it'll probably be, I'll probably finish the game if I make episode 2 similar length. I might make episode 2 slightly longer, just so I can have it only be 2 episodes, since I think series don't do well on YouTube anymore, so it's best if I quickly do that. So yeah, the notifications on Discord, they're from my friend Derek, so everybody comment "Stop it, Derek." walk of shame completed. What I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna end this video once I beat this guy. Alright, there we go.